Hey guys, I hope all is well. Thank you for joining me for this Truth Talk episode. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about what truly happened to the late rapper Lil Peep. Let's get right into it. Back in 2015, hip-hop was seeing a massive shift in culture that was never previously seen before. Hip-hop was changing, and a new league of artists were leading that change. The new upcoming rappers who were tired of being ignored by the radio stations and the record labels decided to find an alternative way to be seen and heard. Upcoming rappers realized the power of the internet and focused their time on not being seen by the labels, but instead the fans themselves, posting their music for free directly on SoundCloud. Once the upcoming rappers realized the demand for music on SoundCloud, a new era was born. We saw the rise of what was coined the SoundCloud era, in which so many superstars would be birthed. Rappers like Lil Uzi, XXXTentacion, 6ix9ine, and so many more came up in this era. One of those rappers who came out of the SoundCloud era was no other than Lil Peep. Lil Peep was born November 1st, 1996 in Allentown, Pennsylvania, moving to Long Beach, New York. When Lil Peep was in his teens, he would develop addictions to a few substances, which was how he claimed he coped with his parents splitting up. Peep would release his first song ever in 2015, and by 2017, Lil Peep was a promising rising star who had conquered the underground music scene, getting millions of plays on SoundCloud. Lil Peep had a promising future in the music industry, being credited as the rapper who helped popularize the emo rap genre. Sadly, at the height of his career, Lil Peep would pass away on November 15, 2017, at the young age of 21 due to his addictions. The story goes, Lil Peep was on his tour bus somewhere in Arizona, hanging out with his entourage and a few others while waiting to perform. While on the tour bus, he would take something which led him to doze off. When his entourage came back to check on Lil Peep, who they thought was asleep, they realized he wasn't responsive. Lil Peep was gone at the young age of 21, right when his career was reaching new heights. Ever since the situation happened, many have found what happened to Lil Peep suspicious. So many people, including myself, believe there was more to the story. What I believe happened to Lil Peep is what we have seen happen to so many artists on this channel who are in the music industry. In my opinion, what happened to Lil Peep was no accident at all, but sadly the price he paid for his fame and success. After researching Lil Peep, it appears that like many of the stars we cover, Lil Peep sold his soul to the devil and took the oath. Lil Peep was used to push an obvious agenda that has destroyed the lives of so many of the youth that consume hip-hop. The reason I have come to this conclusion is no other than Lil Peep himself, as he admits he sold his soul out of his own mouth. In 2015, when Lil Peep dropped his album, he had a total of 4,000 plays. But by 2016, he had signed a record deal with First Access Entertainment and Columbia Records. It was obvious that Peep didn't really have a fan base before signing. Somehow, 2 years later, he managed to gain millions of fans and be signed to a major record label. On this channel, we know that overnight fame comes with a sinister price. In Lil Peep's song Problems, he openly admits to selling his soul. In the song, Lil Peep raps, "Took a pill and we passed out. I made a deal with the devil." Openly, Lil Peep admits to selling his soul, like we have seen with so many artists on this channel. Sadly, Lil Peep wanted to be a star so bad that he was willing to pay the ultimate price, his soul. Lil Peep admitted to his fans repeatedly in the hook of this song that he sold his soul to the devil, and none of his fans ever questioned it. Instead, they followed Lil Peep's influence, hoping to one day be just like him. In another part of the song, we see what Lil Peep's music represented, the devil's offerings. As he raps, "Take what the devil offers. I got nothing to lose." Openly, Peep is telling his fans to take whatever the devil's offering, just like he did, even letting his fans know he had nothing to lose, as he already had traded his soul. Video after video, these young artists' situations always sadden me, as all these artists are always so young when they make the mistake of serving Lucifer. In another one of Lil Peep's song, High School, he seems to admit that he knew he was going to meet a burning end. In the hook of the song, he raps, "Tell heaven don't wait for me. Satan is waiting at the gate for me." Lil Peep knew exactly what his price for fame was, and still chose fame as he wanted the world. In the song Home Team that Lil Peep is featured on, not only does Peep name a bunch of substances while promoting it to his fans, but he also calls his crew the Devil Gang. In the song he raps, "Devil Gang, home team, home team." All we have to do is look at the lyrics of these artists' songs, and we will see what they truly represent. Just like we saw with many of the artists who took the oath, Lil Peep has an unreleased music video where he is shown doing the Masonic rebirth ritual. The video for his song Problems, the very song where he admits to selling his soul, shows Peep being reborn and even the lyrics of the song speak about a resurrection. Lil Peep, like the other artists who took the oath, showed that he was a Masonic puppet with the one-eye symbolism. Lil Peep also had an inverted cross tattooed on his shoulder, openly showing that he opposed God. It was obvious that Lil Peep sold his soul and was being used for a sinister agenda. In my opinion, Lil Peep was used by the Masonic Order to spread the drug agenda we have seen so many rappers pushing so heavily. Lil Peep was inspiring millions of teens to follow in his destructive footsteps, guiding his fans to a burning end. Lil Peep might have had substance issues before making music, but his record label exploited his problem for their monetary gain and to push the Masonic agenda. Like we often see on this channel, once Lil Peep sold his soul and took the oath, the record labels turned him into a puppet who they controlled. It appears that Lil Peep lost it all because of his management and the label that drove him to do it. See, Lil Peep's record label and management were accused of keeping Lil Peep pilled up while he was on tour. Many people believe this is the reason Peep passed away. They believe his management gave him what he took the day he lost it all. We already know how sinister the record labels are, and we know that they put life insurance policies on all the artists they sign. A life insurance policy that the record labels are listed as the beneficiary. This means that when Lil Peep passed at his peak, the label made millions. I am not the only person who thinks Lil Peep's passing wasn't what it seems. Lil Peep's mother actually filed a lawsuit against Peep's former label and management over his passing. Peep's mother believes that the label was supplying him with substances and advising him to take them. It's even reported that Peep's manager advised Peep to take a bunch of pills so that he would get sick and be able to have a valid reason to cancel an upcoming performance Peep didn't want to attend. His manager advised Peep to do so in order to be able to still collect the money for the show. In my opinion, it does appear his label was guiding Peep's moves, using Peep to push an agenda and make money. Peep's record label watched Lil Peep self-destruct, and instead of stopping it from happening, they helped it happen sooner. Whether Peep's mom's lawsuit is proven valid or not, I still believe his label has something to do with what happened to him. As we already know, labels always have the most to gain when an artist passes away. This is the same we saw with the case of Lil Peep. After Lil Peep passed, the record label released new albums and merch, capitalizing off his loss. It's easy to see that what happened to Lil Peep was more than likely orchestrated, and even his own mother thinks the same. So many kids would do anything to be in the position Lil Peep was, not knowing what price Lil Peep paid for his fame. Unfortunately, Lil Peep was another lost soul who was misguided by Lucifer. Lil Peep traded his soul for his ticket in the industry. Those who choose to follow the same path as Peep should always remember that the devil isn't loyal and will trick you to destroy yourself and others who follow you. The devil used Lil Peep and put him on a spotlight for the world to idolize. Then the devil tricked Peep into self-destructing, hoping that many of his fans did the same. Like I always say, we must not allow these artists to influence our minds. They are being used to destroy us. We also must remember to help those who can't see the truth find the truth. Well, that's it for this video. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I just wanted to give a special shout out to the Truth Movement members. I truly appreciate every single one of you. If you'd like to further support the channel, join the Truth Movement, or you can join me on Patreon where I drop exclusive videos monthly. The link would be in the description. Another way you can further support the channel is by checking out the Truthfist store and seeing if you find anything you like. Every purchase you make helps with the funding of Truth Records. The link to the Truthfist store is also in the description. Also, please leave a comment on your thoughts on this video and on any future topics you would like to see me cover on my channel. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell so you can be notified of future videos. If you like this video, please leave a like as it helps other people find these videos. You can also find me on TikTok and Instagram and follow me there. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.